Hey y'all, my name is Megan Lamb, and this is my video interview for ZENZii, so I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll go ahead and get started. So question one, what's your story? Well, like I said, my name is Megan Lamb. I'm 22 years old, and I'm currently living in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where I'm earning my degree in my master's degree in marketing, and I also did my undergraduate here in fashion merchandising. So I really like what I have going with both my marketing and my fashion degree. I love the fashion industry, and I would really like to continue working and developing my career in that way. So I graduate in May, and I'm now looking for a job to start my career at in. So number two, if you got hired, loved everything about this job, and are paid the salary you were asked for, what kind of offer from another company would you consider? I'm very easy to please. If I'm already getting everything I like out of a job, then there's not going to be much to cause me to leave. One of the biggest things for me, I guess, is having the opportunity to be able to grow within a company. Just knowing that with hard work, I could potentially work myself up to a higher position. And so that's something that's important to me. And if one company offered that to me over another, then that may be something that tempts me to go. Number three, tell me about the last time your workday ended before you were able to get everything done. Well, when I was doing my undergraduate degree in fashion merchandising, I had an internship in New York City with French Connection. And this was probably one of the best experiences I could have ever asked for. I was given a lot of responsibilities as an intern, and sometimes I couldn't always complete it in one day or before my workday ended. And so as an intern, we were given our set hours, we were unpaid, and we were supposed to leave every day at 6. And sometimes they let us go early, but I have always been one that I like to work hard, and I like to impress my employers to show them that I'm willing to put in the extra effort to get the work done and to have it, be great. And so typically I would stay 45 minutes to an hour longer just to get a leg up on the work that I need to do and that I need to have done. And if it still wasn't complete by that point, I would make a list of things that needed to be done for the next morning. So when I came in, I would see what I needed to do, and I would get on it right away and get it done as quick as possible to the best of my ability. Let's see, number 4. On Friday, you're told you need to leave on urgent business the following Monday. How would you react, and what would you do to prepare? Well, this is business. That kind of thing comes up all the time. It's something that you need to prepare for, be expecting. So as far as reacting to it, you deal with it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. It's going to happen. So you just have to be ready for it. And know that it could come up at any point in time. And in order to prepare, if it's that Monday, I would take the weekend and do my research, do whatever I need to do to get me ready for the meeting or, whatever was going on, mark it, and make sure that I was up to date on everything and fully prepared for this meeting, and that I could deliver to the best of my ability. Number 5, who is your fashion icon? I would probably say my fashion icon would probably be Hayden Panettiere. I've always admired her, not only for her fashion, but just as a person in general. I think she's always represented herself in a very classy way, and I admire people who portray themselves well, and I feel like that, for me, it pulls over into fashion, and I'm gonna look up to somebody and admire them, not only for their fashion, but for their personality and who they are as a person. And she's got a really cool street style, and I identify well with that. It's pretty casual, it's comfortable, but very trendy. And that's how I feel like I am. I try to mix it up and pull in different styles and trends, so I'm not doing the same thing every day, and I try to stand out if I can. I go to a university where girls they all look the same, they all dress the same. So for me, I try to stand out and do what I can to make myself different from the crowd. Number 6, tell me about the best position you've had and why it was great. Well, I'm a student, so I don't have a whole lot of real world experience, but French Connection, my internship was just it was amazing. I could not have asked for a better internship. I learned so much about the fashion industry and about the wholesale side of things. And as an intern, I was given temporarily, I took the position on as account exec until they brought someone else in to fill the position. And so with that, I really became more hands-on. I spoke a lot with the clients, sat in on meetings, I was calling and emailing and tracking dollars and ship logs. It was just such a great experience. And from that, I grew so much and learned a lot about myself and how I am as an employee and where I would like my professional career to go. All right, number 7. What is your dream job? So my favorite company of all time would be Nike, and I know it's completely different from high fashion, but I grew up as an athlete, and I still am really big into the fitness industry. And Nike just does such a great job of marketing and, all the different elements of taking an athletic apparel line and turning it into something trendy, something that everybody wants to wear, something that everybody has. It doesn't matter if you're in the gym or if you're walking down the street or you're on a college campus. It doesn't matter where. You see Nike everywhere. And I think working for them and learning how they did this and how they cater to everybody it would be really cool and a neat experience. And they're just pretty sweet in general. Let's see, number 8. What's the theme song of your working style? I don't have one specific song in mind, but it's definitely something that's upbeat. It's lively, it's consistent, it gets you energized and going for the day. I always put 110% into my work. It's always been very important to me. If something is not as good as it should be or as good as I know it can be, then I won't be satisfied with it. And I've always been that way. I grew up with a father who was like that. He was in the military, and so I feel like I learned a lot of that from him. And I'm a very positive person. I always come in to my job happy and putting everything else aside and just doing what I need to and having a positive attitude about everything. So that would be my working style. Number 9, give an example of a mistake you made in a past job and how did you correct it? Well, going back to French Connection, like I said, as an intern, I was given so much responsibility, and especially in the beginning, it's challenging because you're nervous and all these things are being thrown at you, and you just want to do a good job. And so there was one instance when my boss had gotten back from market, and she had all these order forms for spring deliveries, and it was my job to enter them. And it was my first time working with Linda, and I didn't realize how close you have to pay, how close attention you have to pay to it. I didn't realize that I was entering the wrong size and the wrong colors. It was so easy just to mess up a simple order. And when I realized what I was doing was wrong and I had entered all these orders incorrectly, I went to my boss and I told her what was going on, and she understood, but obviously that was something that needed to be fixed, and right away, otherwise it gets forgotten, and then when it comes time for that delivery, it's all screwed up. So I went back and checked all my orders and made sure that I did it correctly, and it's a learning process. So I made that mistake and I learned from it. I learned what I did wrong, and I realized that I needed to pay attention to everything that I was doing on the computer. And I never had that mistake again. And so I feel like as long as I'm learning from what I'm doing and I don't make the mistake again, then it's okay for that to happen. But it does need to be corrected, and you need to realize that I made the mistake. So number 10, why do you want to work at ZENZii? So I've never worked in jewelry before. I've pretty much only done apparel, and but I think jewelry would be a really neat part of the industry to work in, because it's jewelry, and you can make an outfit with jewelry, and every person can change it. It can go from one extreme to the other, and it can be so different. It's fun and it's unique, and it just creates your own kind of sense of style. And so I think working in jewelry and going to market and developing these personal relationships would be a really neat opportunity for me, and to continue to grow, because I am young and I still have lots to learn. And so I think your company would be great for me. And so that concludes my video interview, and I just want to thank you for taking the time to watch it, and for giving me the opportunity to interview for it. I hope you all have a great day, and I hope that I hear from you all soon. Thanks.